The grudge match is over, and the UFC has a new bantamweight champion. Merab Dvalishvili dismantled Sean O'Malley for 5 rounds at Noche UFC. It was America versus Georgia in the Las Vegas main event, which of course was to celebrate Mexican Independence Day.
I'm a professional fighter and I can fight anywhere. But it was beautiful experience. I'm grateful for fight. It was my dream to fight at Spear and Mexican Independence Day, and then history made.
Despite the distinct lack of Mexicans in the main event, Noche UFC at the Sphere was building up to be something spectacular. But even the pre-fight pageantry couldn't take Merab's eyes off the prize.
Yes, dreams come true. I'm fighting for the belt. I'm fighting for Sean O'Malley. Yes, I wanted to fight him because excites me. Yes, he's the guy. He knocks people out. Then I want to always fight top guys, the guy who excites me, and who I will challenge myself Saturday night, and I know I can do it. I know I can beat this guy. This is very good fight for you guys, and you guys will enjoy Saturday night.
By comparison, Sugar Sean, the flashy champ with silky smooth striking, was already looking ahead to bigger and more lucrative opponents. Since knocking out the former champ Aljamain Sterling for the title, and then defending it in a striking masterclass against Chito Vera, a potential crossover bout in the squared circle against the boxing pay-per-view megastar Gervonta Davis was a potential bout in his not-too-distant future, so long as he could get past the machine.
Yeah, it depends on my performances. I gotta go out there and knock this dude out with my hands. I do that a few more times, that fight's inevitable.
Keep dreaming, nobody knocked me out yet, nobody. Keep dreaming, Sean O'Malley. You don't knock out Chito Vera?
I did knock out Aljo though, didn't I?
No, that was early stuff, bro. I'm gonna help you, come on. That was early, you lucky.
I was lucky as fuck. I keep getting lucky, it's crazy. Every fight I get lucky. Somehow, some way, I get lucky.
Okay, try with me, same thing.
The rivalry had been brewing since May of 2023, when Merab's longtime training partner and then champion Aljo made his record-setting 3rd defense of the title against Henry Cejudo. Sugar Sean entered the cage for a face-off with Aljo, only to have Merab take his jacket, which Merab then proudly wore for most of the ensuing confrontation. It may not seem like much, but it clearly got to Sean.
Yeah, I know, this is kind of where the whole rivalry started, so I was just bringing it back. Made sense.
Thank you. Then ask me to give you a jacket back. Otherwise, I will keep it the jacket back. Looking good on you today. You can have your jacket. I'm gonna take your belt on Saturday.
It was a bizarre fight, with kissing and coaches being warned for interference. Basically though, O'Malley's infamous flow state and savant-like striking was non-existent because the unlimited gas tank of the machine simply didn't let it get started. It was shocking.
It's an MMA fight and I was ready for everything. I was ready for war, but when I see his power, I see his everything, and he wasn't coming, he was waiting for me. And how tricky he did against Aljo, I tried to do same, like if you don't wanna come to me, I'm not gonna come. And so yeah, nothing surprised me actually, I make him look normal.
And in the co-main event, Valentina Shevchenko reclaimed the women's flyweight title with a unanimous decision win over the Mexican champ Alexa Grasso. Due to the bout being a complete shutout, it also put a possible end to their rivalry.
I'm so happy about everything, and yeah, definitely I'm so happy to return what belongs to me, and it's 1 year without the belt. It was feeling so weird.
This was the 3rd consecutive meeting between the two after Grasso took Shevchenko's belt in the first match, when Grasso outstruck the champ before submitting her in the 4th to take the title. Valentina failed to regain the belt she first won back in 2018, which she then defended 7 times before the upset loss to Grasso, but only because the bout was somehow called a draw and not a win for Shevchenko. Mexico's Grasso called for a fight at Noche UFC, intending to end their rivalry the same way it started, but with the added bonus of doing it on the Mexican Independence Day weekend. Unfortunately for her, that's not how things played out. Grasso wanted to outstrike the former Muay Thai world champion, but Shevchenko wanted an MMA fight. She scored 8 takedowns, but while Grasso's submission attacks were always dangerous, she got beat up with ground and pound in every round.
And really right now it's difficult to process all the emotions going through me, because with all the adrenaline and like things after the fight what's happened, I think like by tomorrow I would exactly answer the question, but right now in 2 words I just happy that everything is good.
Fight of the night went to what could end up being fight of the year. Esteban Ribovic's 3-round split decision win over Daniel Zellhuber was an instant classic. Performance bonuses went to Ignacio Bamondes and Ketlen Souza for their first-round stoppages. And in other UFC news, Jon Jones' return from injury finally has a date. The heavyweight champion will headline UFC 309 in New York at Madison Square Garden this November 16. But who will he face? The heavyweight GOAT Stipe Miocic as planned. Despite Miocic not having fought in almost 4 years, and with him now being 42 years old. Who he isn't fighting is the interim champion Tom Aspinall for the undisputed heavyweight title, but apparently that's okay with Aspinall. If anybody gets injured or there's any other reason why nobody can make it to that fight, if one of them pulls out, I'm ready to go, said the Big Brit on his YouTube channel. If I need to, I'll fight both of them in the same night, no problem. Give me my undisputed title. For Tom, who has been angling hard for the unification bout ever since he won the belt, if only that was where the story ended. Backstage at UFC 306, Jones was asked directly if the bout with Miocic was going to be his retirement fight, and he had this to say. "This is going to be the last time. This going to be the last time," Jones confessed. More than likely.
Thanks for watching, and remember, if you want more fight sports in your life, just hit the subscribe button.